Okay, good morning. I'm running a little late today. I don't know, some reason Facebook signed me out and I would never remember my password. All right, so we are here on Fridays to talk about Grant Cardone's book, Sell or Be Sold. And if this is the first time you're seeing one of the videos about this, the reason that I chose to do this book is because it really helped me change the way I felt about sales. It really helped me shift my mindset and my thinking about what selling is and why selling exists, and how I interacted with it, not just in my business, but even in the way that I communicate things. Okay. So we've got some videos previously, if you want to go back and catch those, if you haven't. And then today, what we're really talking about is just simply that salespeople make the world go round, that everyone is selling or being sold. That is the premise of this book. Is everyone is being sold. Your 3-year-old sells you, your teenagers sell you, your wife or your husband, they sell you on what they want, because sales is influencing outcome. That's all it is. We're influencing an outcome. We're persuading someone to agree with us to get what we want. Okay. And so we put a lot of different energy around sales when it comes to our business. And we put a lot of different energy around when it comes to our products or services. And that's why I just really want to talk about this today. So Grant says salespeople drive products, individuals, businesses, complete industries, and whole economies. Selling is an opportunity for you to work for yourself, be accountable for yourself, and make your dreams come true. That is what that's what selling does for you. All right. So what I would have been going a little deeper on for myself, specifically in my business, is that it's really solving a problem. Like, what problems do I solve? Or what problems do the solutions that I have solve for people? Right? What do people come for to martial arts? Let's use the martial arts school as an example. What do they come to a martial arts school for? They come for discipline, they come for focus, they come for fitness, they come for self-defense, and they come for confidence. Like, those are the outcomes that they want. That is what people associate with martial arts. But what they also get, I just realized people don't understand, when you come to a martial arts school, yes, you get those things. Absolutely. Doesn't matter the martial art. If you're in martial arts, just the discipline of the martial art is going to create those things for you. But you're also going to get leadership. You're going to be around it. You're going to see it. You're going to get to experience, and you're going to get to become a leader. You're also going to get learning how to fail forward, or just learning how to fail. You're going to learn how to overcome your fears, because you're constantly doing things that you never thought that you were going to do, or you're never able to do, right? You're going to learn perseverance. You're going to learn the importance of showing up, like doing things that you don't want to do and just showing up to the school. You do that and you're going to realize the benefits they just keep coming. You're also going to learn how to go all in, be consistent, like all of the rules of success that we talk about, and so much more. Those are the things that people don't expect to get from a martial arts program. The personal development, right? Because on the coaching side of things, you also get like how to have a positive attitude, how to have a growth mindset, how to overcome your failure, how to set your goals and targets, how to readjust, how to make modifications, how to become self-aware. Like, these are all of the things that people don't associate with martial arts. So when it comes to selling, it's my job to make sure that my potential customers understand that that is what they're getting. They're getting all of those things by doing my program. Okay. So if I know that my program solves that problem, then why wouldn't I want to make sure that everybody knows about my program? Right? It's a different mindset. It's a different shift. If I start looking at my product, my service as a solution, and stop and focus on what I'm giving and what I'm creating and what I get to do for my customers, Do you think it's easier or harder to sit down and have a conversation with them about a contract? About why we need the commitment that we ask for, right? So that's what we're talking about when we're talking about selling, okay? Let me get my little thing here. All right. So my question to you now is, what does your product or service, what problem does your product or service solve? What can you definitively know that you know the world needs to know about it because it solves this problem? And anyone in the world that has that problem needs to know about your product. Okay. Now, in order to become an expert, in order to become really good at making sure people understand that, we have to grow a little bit. And this is where it gets a little uncomfortable and a little awkward. And we were just talking about this with one of our students yesterday, who was talking about a product in school and how he was very anxious about it. And I shared with him that we all get anxious about doing new things, right? Because to become an expert at this, we have to improve our communication. We have to improve ourselves. We have to become extremely knowledgeable about what outcomes we provide. We have to understand that we have to gain skills to make sure that those things happen, right? So being a little bit better than yesterday is the concept that we want to go for when it comes to this. And knowing that you are going to have to work on this, right? You're going to have to get consistent with it. You're going to have to practice. You're going to have to really get in touch with what you want to do for your customers, or what you want to do in your workplace, or what you want to do for your employees. So that is all selling. That is all selling. So it is a different thing. It is a different mindset. It is a different place to come from. So Grant in his book says that the people that know how to communicate, persuade, and negotiate are the most successful people. And that's really those are the skills that we're talking about practicing and gaining and doing, not to manipulate, not to swindle, not to convince someone to buy something that they don't need, right? Think about the products and services that you bought in the last month. Why did you buy them? Why did you buy them, right? You had a want, you had a want, or you had a need, and you went and looked for someone who could take care of that want or need, right? Now, the best salespeople, the most successful salespeople, are the people who create something and then convince us that we need it, right? So what does that look like? It looks like a cell phone. It looked like an iPod. It looked like an iPod. It looked like an iPad, right? It looks like all the things that were in someone's brains that they created, and then they showed us why we needed to have them. And that is what we're talking about building. That's the skill that we're talking about building on Fridays. So I want you to just answer 3 questions to help you align with this concept a little bit more and a little bit better. And it is like, what 3 freedoms that you think of can come from selling? So if you're reading the book, Grant goes into a lot of the sales piece and how it can create the freedoms for you, because your limits are only the ones that you impose upon yourself. That most salespeople work on a commission basis. So the more productive you are, the more of the commission that you get paid. So he talks about that. And then he also talks about what we just said, the life skills that you get to create with stepping into your potential and your communication and your negotiation and persuasion skills that you can only get when you really commit to becoming a better salesperson. But then what are the other freedoms that you can think of that becoming an amazing, exceptional salesperson would create for you? And name 4 things that absolutely depend on salespeople. Like, think about 4 things in your life that actually depend on a salesperson. And then finally, how are you going to be a salesperson today? Right? Who are you going to get to sell and persuade today? right? I get to do it every day, because sometimes persuasion for me is just getting people excited about doing class. And sometimes persuasion for me is getting them to believe that they can do something that they don't think that they can do. So, but that is what we're talking about, right? Because the outcome that I want for them is to do it and to feel amazing when they've tried it and done it, right? So think about how you get to use these skills today. And then at the end of the day or during the day, I just want you to start the day. And I know we're in the middle of the afternoon right now. So I want you to finish the day and maybe go into the weekend and just kind of bring this to your consciousness and see how you're using those skills already. And then I'll challenge you to work on making them just a little bit better and work on applying them in a place that maybe you haven't applied them before, and see what happens. All right. So that's all I got for today. Short and sweet and simple, but just working to change your association with selling and working to change your perception of what sales is. So I look forward to seeing you guys next Friday to go on to the next step with this, and have a great weekend.